your teacher Alan said this, but also Krishnamurti says it as well.
Well, he was my teacher too.
About
not physically.
Mind being old. I mean, I may have got that wrong, but that's how I read it. That it's already old. You know, we think each moment we're having a new thought, or maybe I'm not explaining it very well because I don't understand it. That's all the questions.
Well, yeah, I don't understand that either. I mean,
okay.
I mean, it comes back to this conditioned and conditioning business. Because each moment is new, it isn't a repetition. Oh, you've got to be careful how you put this. There are repeating patterns, but each repeating pattern is not exactly the same as the last. This is a new experience. But we're conditioned, and most people are condemned unless they pick up mindfulness and really enter into seriously understanding all this. People are condemned to repeating the same old patterns again and again and again and again, because there's no awareness of what's actually taking place. So whenever we encounter something genuinely new, that's the unknown, right? And we don't have it, and it's unknown, and it's not part of our map of existence. That's what makes it new. So what we do is we take in the experience, and perhaps in hindsight we learn from what's taken place and we add it to our map. So then it's becoming part of the known, what we already know, what we've already experienced. That's the basis for things like boredom. I haven't been bored for over 10 years. It's impossible, because each new moment of existence is a genuinely new moment of existence. You don't lose the capacity to use your knowledge, your accumulated knowledge, but you're not confined by it anymore. So you still experience life as being new, whilst also understanding what it is. So, and we need that in order to live full dynamic lives. If we are always referring to old experience in order to understand the new, then we only see it in terms of what we already know. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when we practice insight meditation, what are we doing? We're letting go of the assumption that we know what's going to happen next. And good insight practice is just resting content in the moment with a completely open mind, which is able to label an experience as it arises and see its true nature. Right? So that's operating in the unknown. That's operating without trying to establish control of the situation, which is what most people are trying to do. They're trying to wrestle down the chaos into order. And what we're doing when we practice insight meditation is we're opening up to the chaos in order to find out the inherent patterns that are inherent in the chaos, because it's not chaotic. Life actually works very, very well. But people are frightened, terrified to just be open in the moment, because it is the loss of the known. And so people cling like mad to the old, to the known, and are very unwilling to recognise that to be truly alive is to not know, and therefore to be open to discover the new.
And why do people cling to what they know?
Self-view. Because what is underlying, especially on the first insight path, what is the most pressing issue for the person on the path? Self-preservation.
So you think that if you can't control what's happening, you're going to be annihilated somehow. Exactly. Yes, and that is the tough stage of the insight path,
especially when you're seeing things dissolve moment by moment. That's, because all your accumulated knowledge is likewise subject to that dissolution. And so you can see why people rush back to the tried and the tested.
It feels safe.
It feels safe. Yeah. You have to be a warrior, a true spiritual warrior. I always come back to this, that the Buddha was not, he wasn't of the Brahmin caste. He was of the warrior caste. That to me is very significant. He wasn't religious. He was a warrior.
So it's like exploring unknown territory.
Exactly. That's exactly what this is all about. Because the self-view is the known, isn't it? My accumulated knowledge, my history, this is who I am, these are my views, this is what I stand for. And if you're seeing the dissolution of phenomena moment by moment, all of that is being radically undone. Views are the problem, not the solution.